Hey, this is Richard Truelight Pools, coming to you from Bryan, College Station, Texas, specializing in keeping the pools clean and repairing the equipment. Today we're going to talk about how to deal with the discharge or even the front connection to a pump, and then how to seal it. I haven't found any good videos on there. I've done different things with different type of thread sealer. That's the flexible type thread sealer. That has PTFE in it, and then it starts leaking. And so I've done different things, tried different thread sealers. I'm going to show you how I do it now, and I've found that this is good. I don't have any leaks once I let it dry. I use a combination of the Teflon tape with the silicone. So I'll show you how I do that for a threaded male adapter going into the pump, whether it's in the front or the top. Anytime you have a threaded male adapter connection, then this is how I do it. And so if there's other people that do it different out there, haven't found a good video on it, because I've looked for myself, you know, what's a good seal. And this is the best that I've found so far. So if anybody has other comments on a better way to seal it, I'm open to that. That's great. But this works for me. I thought I'd make a video to share it with you, so that you might know a good way to try to seal the threaded connections. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is a threaded connection going into the top of the pump. This is a 2-inch male adapter. And then this is the stuff that I use. Basically just some thread seal tape that I got from Lowe's. Teflon tape, you can't see it. Yeah, there it is. PTFE thread seal tape. This one's 1/2 inch by 520 inches. And not that you have to get this specific one. I do want to make note that this is sort of a medium grade thread seal tape. I've felt others that are thinner. The PTFE tape, Teflon tape, is sometimes thinner. This one's a little bit thicker, but there's definitely thicker ones out there that are for like metal piping or something like that. And so this is but it's not the thinnest that you can get as far as the white tape. Anyway, I just picked that up at Lowe's in a roll of 5, and then just regular silicone. This is well, you know, silicone in a tube. This is rain ready in 30 minutes, but cure in 8 hours. And so that's what I usually try to do, is if I'm going to fix one of these, I try to either put it in and then wait until the next day to turn the pump on, or I do it in the morning and then turn the pump on in the afternoon. And this is in the summer, so it's 95 degrees out, so it's going to seal and dry. And you know, it says leave it alone for at least 8 hours for full cure, but you know, 6 hours is fine in 95-degree weather when it's hot. But the point is I'm not going to try to put it on and immediately turn the pump on. I want that silicone to cure, and then I come back and turn it on, and I haven't had any leaking problems whenever I've done it. So I'll show you how I do this. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, and some people may think this is overkill, but I'm telling you, these dadgum things leak, and so if you don't do it right, they'll leak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put silicone on here, and I'm going to put, I usually put one bead all the way around here, a next bead all the way around here, and another bead all the way around. And so I have 3 different lines of the silicone. Then I put the Teflon tape on it, going it in the tightening direction. I will put the thickness of it right here, so I go right here all the way around 5 times, and then I continue on this next section 5 times. Okay, so I've got 2 rows of the Teflon tape. I didn't break it in between. Go around 5 times right here, and then 5 times right there, and then I pull it off. Then what I do is take silicone again, and then I put another bead right here all the way around, and then I put another bead right here in the middle all the way around. So I've got a lot. I want to focus all of that silicone mostly right here, the first half of it, but because I have so much silicone and the Teflon tape, then a lot of times I'll end up, you know, you go in, you're not going to thread it all the way, so I end up with a little 1/4 inch gap over here, or maybe 1/8 inch or something, and then I just take the rest of that silicone that's kind of beaded up, and I'll make it real nice and smooth all the way around, from this connection to the pump housing, and then I let everything cure, turn it back on, and I haven't had a problem. So again, some people are going to say this is overkill, but I'm telling you, when I was not being more aggressive with how I did this, then they would leak, and it's just such a pain and annoying to come back and have to redo it, especially if you don't have it on a union, and so you have to cut it out and then redo it, and so that's just really annoying. So anyway, that's what I do. I'll show you a couple of different little pictures of how I do it. Okay, this is showing you that I've got the first couple of threads, and make sure I put a good bead there, and in the middle, and then towards the last third, got 3 beads of silicone right there. And then here's after I've already put the Teflon tape 5 times around the first half, 5 times around the second half, and then I put 2 more beads, and these are more generous beads of silicone around the threaded male adapter. The first 3 beads that I put is really trying to concentrate getting the silicone inside the threads, and then also the Teflon tape also seals the threads, and then with another layer of silicone on the outside. So anyway, that's what it looks like. I'll show you once it's put together on the pump. Okay, and then this is what it looks like all together. Be generous with the silicone, and if you need to, like on this one, I wasn't as generous as I usually am. So anyway, I went ahead and put some more silicone right here because I don't want any space here. Like, I want that silicone to be coming out. I should have put a little bit thicker beads around there. So it wasn't quite coming out, so I went ahead and just put another silicone all the way around. I squirted it right here and then smoothed it out with my finger all the way around, so there's a good seal between the pump housing and the actual male adapter. So I've got it sealed all on the inside all the way out to the outside, and I haven't had any issues with the stuff leaking. This is the way I do it. Again, I'm open to comments if there's an easier way to do seal these that's going to be good, so you don't have to keep undoing them. I'm open to those comments, but I hadn't found a good video about that. That's why I wanted to make this one. Hopefully this is helpful. We'll see you next time.